Do not idolize your love life over Jesus Christ, over God Almighty. God is so much more important than your wife or your husband, because He's the one that brings you that person. He's the one that brings you that wife or that husband. You need to fall in love with Him so you can truly pour into your wife or your husband the way they're going to need. And your spouse is doing the same. They're getting their love from Jesus Christ so they can properly be your spouse. Do not idolize finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Do not let that take up your entire mind. Do not think that you being single is the worst thing that could ever happen, because the Lord is with you. The Lord has you single right now. Do not worry about whether you're single or dating. Do not worry about whether if you're going to find your future spouse today, tomorrow, or next week. Just fall so in love with the Lord, and you will not recognize that you're even single. You will enjoy your singleness, because that's more time you can put into Jesus versus putting into somebody else. Because right now, you have all the time that you would be spending on somebody else, you can spend with the Lord. You can work on the true relationship in this life, and that's the relationship between you and God Almighty. In Exodus chapter 20, talking about the 10 Commandments, verse 3, you shall have no other gods before me. Is you being single? Is your love life? Is your romance a God above God Almighty, above Jesus Christ? Are you putting more time and effort into your relationship finding, into your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance? Are you putting more effort into that than your relationship with Jesus Christ? God needs you to stop idolizing marriage, love towards other humans. You need to idolize, and the only thing you need to be worried about, the forefront of your mind, should be you and Jesus Christ. That relationship. Matthew 6:33, you seek Him first. You work on your relationship with Jesus Christ first. You work on your relationship with God Almighty first, and all of these things shall be added unto you. He will send your person in His due and precious time. I mean, everything's going to be added unto you, and all you need to do is focus on the Lord. He will provide. There's no doubt. There should be no doubt in your mind. You should have the faith that if you seek Him first, He's going to provide everything you need. You delight yourself in Him, He will give you the desires of your heart. We know that from Psalm 37:4. Because it's in the Holy Bible. It's in His Word. You can take that to the bank, because He promised us that. Everything in this book is true. Everything He tells us in this book is true. So idolize Jesus Christ. Idolize God Almighty. That should be your one true God and nothing else. So do not put relationship seeking over Him. Do not put your boyfriend or girlfriend over Him, your spouse over Him. You love the Lord the most in this life, and everything else will make sense. Everything else will be easier. Everything in this life will be worth it. God bless.